What's up YouTube? Low-key Plug back once again, and today we'll be discussing the top 5 NBA young cores. To qualify for this list, you have to be under 25. So players like Nikola Jokic won't count as part of the Nuggets young core. But with that being said, let's go and get started. At the number 5 spot, we have the Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young is averaging 29.6 points per game with 9.3 assists per game in only his second season. The potential Trae Young has is still sky high, along with some other young players such as John Collins, Kevin Huerter, DeAndre Hunter, and Cam Reddish. John Collins is averaging 20 points per game on an amazing 58% shooting from the field and 40% from the three-point line as well. If all other players are bust, these two will be the cornerstones to change the culture. At the number 4 spot, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves. This placement doesn't need to be justified, seeing how Karl-Anthony Towns and D'Angelo Russell are on this team. The only problem I see is, will the Timberwolves do something different than what they did with Jimmy Butler? The Timberwolves have had the tools before, so I'm not too sure how this young core will end up. At the number 3 spot, we have the controversial pick, the New Orleans Pelicans. I know most people who clicked on this video probably expected them to be number 1, but I'm still skeptical of a couple of things. The main young player I'm skeptical of is Lonzo. The last 5 games before the NBA got suspended, he averaged over 20 points per game. If Lonzo plays up to what people expected from him when he got drafted 2nd overall, I will have the Pelicans number 1 on this list. Regardless, Zion and Brandon Ingram are solidified stars, and the combination of Josh Hart and Frank Jackson give the Pelicans the deepest young core in the league. At the number 2 spot, we have the Boston Celtics. Jason Tatum has been the main option for most of the season, and the past couple of months he's been on an absolute tear against all the best players in the league too. Jason Tatum scored over 30 points in more than 6 of his last 10 games and was hitting big shot after big shot against teams such as the Lakers and Clippers. Jaylen Brown is another player who's super underrated. He's a lead on both offense and defense, and in my opinion, Jaylen Brown should have been an all-star this year. There isn't many players you can take over him in the NBA. Robin Williams also has a lot of potential along with Carson Edwards and Taco Fall. Out of all the teams on this list, I can see the Celtics winning a championship first through a combination of their young core and vets. Now, the number 1 spot, we have the Dallas Mavericks. I honestly feel as if Luka is going to end up as a top 10 NBA player of all time when it's all said and done. The Mavericks run heavily through Luka and Kristaps Porzingis. Now the Mavs are currently at the 7th seed and 1 win away of the 4th seed. As long as Kristaps stays healthy, there isn't another young core you should choose over these two. And with that being said, those are my top 5 young cores in the NBA right now. As always, if you agree or disagree, let me know in the comment section below. Also, let me know some topics you want to hear me discuss for some upcoming videos. I'm open-minded, so don't be shy. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share, and thank you for watching. Be safe out there. Until next time, Low-key Plug out.